Hey everyone, today we're going to be playing Holy Potato as a weapon shop. It is cute, it is funny, it's cartoony, and it's great for all ages and available on Steam. With that said, let's get started. So, the premise of this game is that you have a weapon shop and you're basically helping adventurers to level up and you sell them weapons. Depending on how the weapon turns out, it's worth a certain amount of XP. The better the adventurers do, the better your shop's going to do, and you need to do certain things to unlock recipes, and it's a lot more fun than it sounds. So this is Agent 46. You're welcome to pause and read any of this if you want to. I'm not going to do that because I've played this umpteen times, so I know this guy's deal. Um, Basically, he was friends with the original shop owner, who is the protagonist's grandfather. Um, and this guy is basically trying to weasel his way into a majority ownership of your shop. You'll see more of that in time. But he shows up from time to time, and you can interact with him, click on the different things to say. You can skip these interactions altogether if you want to. But this particular scene is also really good for, an intro, setting up the idea. You get the gist. Man, this goes on for a while. There we go. Now it's time to put in our name. We're going to say it's me. And we're going to name the shop Phoenix Tier because, why not? Yes, I would like to skip the tutorials. Thank you. All right, so these are our little workers. They each have different specializations. So here we're going to make our first weapon because the quest says to. And you can see here that there are people that you can hover over and see what kind of weapons they like, what kind of stats they prefer, all of that. We'll get to that in more detail in a little bit. But for now, the game is just going through the tutorial, showing you how to make weapons and the basics of how to run a weapon shop. And it's done. You can name it, but I am not that creative. And Agent 46 is back. So we're going to go through a little interaction here. Again, feel free to pause to read, but I always just skip these scenes. He's basically just explaining more detail, the things that I've already explained, so, you know. Yes, the heroes will let you know if the weapons are not great. They give you a grade. Also, sorry, this is a little choppy. It is an issue with the laptop that I'm recording this on. Going forward, I'm going to use a different machine, so it won't be so choppy. So now let's go to the world and actually sell our weapons. And now we wait. Looks like we got a sale. Let's see. Let's go for the one with the most money because that's usually a good indicator. All right, so while that employee is finishing up the sale, we're just going to kind of hang out at the shop. And And she's back. Yay, she made a sale. You can see the experience that the player got, or the adventurer got, and the the rating for the weapon was a B. It goes up to S class, so, you know, or S grade, whatever. Yay, we sold our first weapon. And now the quest says to forge another weapon. So we're going to need more materials. So let's go buy some materials. You'll be able to explore and get them for free in a little bit, but for now we do actually have to go buy them. Personally, I like to have at least 10 of each item, but, you know, it's the beginning stages. We don't have a lot of starch. It's fine. Starch is what they call money here. And she's back. Yay, she bought some stuff. Good stuff. Also, as your merchants level up, things will be cheaper and you'll make more money in your sales and all the things. Alright, so now we should be able to make more weapons. Let's hover over and see what everyone likes. Alright, and now we can actually start enhancing the weapons. So we're going to pick the green guy. His mood determines how effective he is in enhancing the item. Notice how we got a 7 there. If he's in a bad mood, we'll get like 3 or 4 rounds of buffering the weapon, and then it's just not as good. So yay, the weapon's finished. And again, you can name it, but I am not that creative. As for the mood thing, we'll be able to work on that later. But again, right now it's just the beginning stages and unlocking everything. So we're just going to keep making weapons, enhancing them, naming them. And honestly, this part is kind of redundant. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward. And I'll see you when I've got some weapons. All right, we've made some weapons, so now let's go ahead and sell those. Same process as before, except we've got 3 weapons to sell this time. All right, and notice how one of them is 1,000 starch. That's great. So we're going to keep going with the ones that offer the most money, because again, that's usually the most experience for them. The game is pretty intuitive that way. And she's back. Notice how she made a little more money this time. And Agent 46 is back. I don't think it really matters which one you pick there. It's okay. I like your singing. When he goes dark like that, he's speaking to us, the audience, not us, the weapon shop inheritor. All right, so now we're getting travel passes, which allows us to do more stuff. So we can expand the business with those travel passes, allowing us to go to other worlds, which is good because doing that will unlock like the vacation mode for your employees to increase their mood and whatnot. But for now, we need to buy more materials. We're going to send the merchant. And off she goes. And now we wait. And now we make more stuff. I'll spare you this and meet you on the other side. All right, and now we can explore stuff. So, let's go ahead and send someone to this world over here. And we're going to send 2 of them. And they're going to go explore, and I'll show you what that means when they get back. All right, they're back. So, it shows you exactly what they bring back. Oh. It's a pupper. The dog's actually really great for the mood of your employees. I mean, not so much in the first level, but going forward in level 2 and on, you can actually, like, place the dog where people need to be cheered up. So we're going to name him Pupper, because, again, I'm not original like that. I like all the puns and the pop culture references. All right, we have Pupper. Now, what was I explaining? Right, exploring. So basically, when you send people to the world to explore, they're going to find materials for your weapons. They're going to find extra enchantments that will enhance the weapons further. And you'll also find materials for research, which will be unlocked in a little bit. So here you can scroll over, see what you found, how many of each item you have, things like that. Make sure you do actually find everything. Otherwise, you're going to have recipes that you can't make later. So we're just going to have them explore. I usually send them off for like 3 rounds at a time. But for now, we're going to have them just come back. And the quest wants us to keep selling weapons in order to unlock the research thing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep exploring and finding stuff. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and unlock that. There's also new people to sell weapons to at this world. So it's always good to take a look at them, see what we're dealing with. And we're going to make some more weapons. Oh, and then these choices come up every once in a while. They're usually based on like pop culture references. At some point, I might collect all of them, all of the little choices, and make a short or something out of what the responses are. We'll see. What's Agent 46 want this time? Ah, I remember. He is here to get his cut of the business. Again, you can pause to read it if you want to. Anyway, so going forward, he's going to come in from time to time and ask for a cut. It's really not that big of a deal. The first time he only wants, I think, 500 starch. So, like, we've got what is that? 15,000. So, we're fine. Um and even then he gives you some time to actually like save up the money if you don't have it. Um we've also unlocked contracts, which personally I find to be a waste of effort. They are surprisingly difficult and they don't tend to give you enough time to actually complete the project. So, and the payout is not great. So personally, I would rather just sell weapons. And also, from what I can tell, the contracts don't really contribute anything to like trophies and unlocking stuff. So, not really worth my time. It's more frustrating than anything else. All right, we're back from selling some weapons. Yeah, these are the contracts. You can see D2, D2, D3. That's how many days you have to make these weapons and the stats that they need to be, which we are just beginning. So my people are not ready for that. All right. Just going to check in on everything, see where we're going to go next. And we're going to go ahead and unlock this other world over here. So that we can keep exploring and getting research materials and all of that to make the game a little bit smoother. And we can just power through this first level. First world, whatever. There we go. Now we can research stuff. So, researching is basically unlocking new recipes for weapons. They're just better weapons. Like, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. You can still go with the older stuff and the easier stuff and still get the adventurers leveled up the way they need to be. But there are achievements for, making X amount of axes and X amount of bows and the other types of weapons that we're going to unlock later. So we're sending her off to research. It takes a little over 2 days to research this recipe. You do need to have one person in your shop at all times. So we've got one researching, one exploring, and the third has to stay put. It's not really worth it to make weapons with just one person because they're going to be crap. And also, after these first few customers, you start to be able to get multiple stats on weapons. So you're going to want multiple people working on it. All right. So, this is one of the weapons that we've unlocked. And we're just going to send her in for more research. And it's payday. Make sure you've got money in the bank for payday. If you don't, then the guild will come in and pay the bill for you and give you a little extra. And now we're at the Golden Hammer Awards, and this is moving quickly. So this is the award ceremony for different weapons. We're not going to have anything in there right now, but later on we will. You can bribe the judges if your item is up for consideration. I don't recommend it because if you do more than a couple clicks, then you're going to get disqualified. So, there's that. And again, sorry for the choppiness. It's the laptop, not the game. Eventually, when we do have weapons that win these awards, it's a great payout. So, we're just not there yet. And that's it for the award show, at least. So, back to exploring and researching. A little pupper walking around, saying hi to everyone. So we have all of these new weapons that we can make. Let's see what everyone likes. Oh, just kidding. Oh, Bulk Bogan is unhappy. Well, the good news is this means we're unlocking vacation mode after we attempt to cheer him up the old-fashioned way. And by old-fashioned way, I mean singing and being silly. All right, so now we can send people on vacation, which is great. It does cost money, but that's all right. We've got plenty. All right, so notice how we only got 4 rounds of buffering for this one because her mood is only mediocre. So let's send everyone out on vacation, which again, you have to keep one behind, so let's send the 2 really unhappy ones. And they're going to go on vacation. And it's going to take a minute. You can fast forward, you can speed up the time up to 3 times speed, so I usually do that, but for the purposes of recording and Let's Play content, I'm trying not to. All right, they're back. And look how happy they are. Yay. So now let's send the other one off on vacation. Because we want everyone to be happy. Also, notice how some of them are 1 out of 5, some of them are 3 out of 5. That's just how much, how effective the vacation will be. So the lower the effectiveness, the cheaper it is. Personally, I haven't found it to really matter if you send them on a lower vacation. They still come back happy. And here we're just kind of checking in on everything, seeing what we're still missing while we're waiting for him to come back from vacation. And he's happy. Yay. All right. So let's take a look at the weapons chest and see what we've already got in here. And let's see. Let's make an axe. And we're going to buff it. And look at that nice happy face. And it's back up to 7 rounds of buffing. Yay! So that is one of the main effects of their moods, is that the weapons do genuinely improve if they're in a better mood. Which again, Pupper will be able to go around and... Oh, did you see that, F? Pupper will be able to go around and increase everybody's moods. We're just not there yet. We've also unlocked the ability to upgrade the shop. We don't have a lot of money right now for that, but... Ah, okay. So now we're going to unlock our mysterious 4th person, the yellow symbol. I didn't mean to hit that, but that's okay. Also, while we're going through this, notice how a legendary hero has appeared. We'll go through that too. Again, pause to read if you'd like. But we're just gonna not really zoom through this, but you know. All right, and now we can add magic to our weapons. Yay! And we can send them out for training. I don't do that, honestly. all of these guys are going to get replaced in future levels, so because you can fire them and hire like celebrities or whatever who are much more advanced in their skills. Okay, so now let's see what that legendary soldier is. It's Cloud. Feel free to pause to read. Claude. The Flower Girl. You know, I never actually played the whole way through Final Fantasy VII because a friend at the time was letting me borrow her copy, and the memory card didn't work, so I couldn't save my progress. Anyway, so if we finish this weapon for Claude, this is the payout for that. Generally worth it. And Agent 46 is back for his cut, which we have no problem. All right, so he wants us to move on to the next place, but we're not going to do that yet. We still have adventurers to level up and materials to gather through exploring, so, and things to research after we are done exploring. All right, let's send some people on vacation so that we can make some good stuff. And since we now have 4 people, that means we can send 3 on vacation, which is the max you can have on any one particular specific activity. Like, you can have 3 people on vacation in one planet and then 3 people on vacation in a different planet. But, like, again, as long as there's always someone at the shop. All right, so let's send some people to explore, maybe. I don't know, we actually have plenty of each item. Let's check this one. We've only got 3 of one of the items, but that's okay. Let's check in on our heroes. They're all maxed. And they're all maxed. And these ones still have a little bit to go. Let's see what kind of weapons they want. Alright, so now it's time to make the weapons. Sell them, rinse and repeat the process, and I'm just going to go ahead and skip through all that, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, so now that we've focused on the adventurers, let's go ahead and upgrade the shop. There are 3 different categories of things to buy. First and foremost, you want to take care of Pupper because he deserves the best. You can also add like wallpaper and floors and all of the things to make the environment more hospitable, make your people happier, increase their stats, how much experience they gain, things like that. It's pretty standard for, you know, a simple and basic tycoon game. All right, so the name of the game right now is making sure everybody's happy, making sure that we're all set up. We are officially ready to move on to the next level. However, I'm actually going to stop there. If you guys want me to continue and show you the next level, I would absolutely love to do that. This is one of my favorite games, and I highly recommend it to literally anyone. It's funny, it's simple, it's entertaining, and if you'd like, I'll do an episode 2 to show the next level. See you later.